One of the easiest business models to get into when you're first starting your Amazon FBA journey is online arbitrage. But a lot of you have a ton of trouble when it comes with actually starting and scaling your online arbitrage business. And the fact of the matter is, OA or online arbitrage is much easier to start but harder to scale compared to wholesale, where it's a lot harder to start but easier to scale. In this video, we're going to be going over a ton of common mistakes that people make when starting Amazon FBA with online arbitrage. So what online arbitrage is the fact of purchasing products from big box retailers online where you can buy them for less and sell them for more on Amazon. You're going to be doing 99.9% of your research by going on the computer, sifting through different sellers and what they're selling, sifting through different deals that are on these retailers, going through Amazon and trying to find products on the retailer that you could source for less, going through retailer deals and discounts and trying to maximize profit. The bottom line here is that you need to consistently set sourcing goals of products that you're going to bring onto your business every single day. The first common mistake that people make is that you do not need and should not use tactical arbitrage to find your products. Think about a world where you tell the software that you want products with a 10K to 150K rank with $3 to $5 profit with no bundles that have less than 10 sellers on them, and that software is going to ping you out in 30 minutes, hundreds of products for you to sell.
Nope.
If it were that easy, everyone would do it. And the fact of the matter is, the reason that your products are tanking is because you're plugging in the same search that every other person is plugging into tactical arbitrage, and you're honestly just wasting time. You do not need and should not use tactical arbitrage to find your products for online arbitrage and Amazon FBA. It's almost like a how to lose money 101 with OA. The number two most common mistake that I see with online arbitrage is that reverse sourcing cannot be at the forefront of your business. What reverse sourcing is you're going through other sellers' storefronts that you suspect are selling with OA with the intention of going through all their items to try and find as many new OA items as you can stocking their store. This is the most efficient and fastest way to get items for your business and to get through product research faster. However, the issue with this model of sourcing is every single item that you find is already listed and being sold on that seller's storefront that you're working on or researching through. So basically what that means is you're minimum 2 to 3 weeks behind on every single product that you're sourcing. So they have a better chance of selling through that item before the price tanks, and now you're 3 weeks behind before you actually purchase it. So you need to think about that and make sure that that's not your number one sourcing method. The third common mistake that people say that they make or have with online arbitrage is that they say they consistently source products that are tanking. That kind of ties into point two, or the second common mistake, because of the fact that every product that you're sourcing, reverse sourcing, you're late on. So by the time you get it, everybody else already found it, and now it's going to die out. The second piece of that also goes on with TA, where you're using tactical arbitrage to find products because everybody's using the same source. So if you're not first, you're going to buy a tanking product. You need to cut both of those things out of your business as much as you can. You can use reverse sourcing, but it can't be your number one sourcing method if you don't want to source dying products. The next piece of this, and the way to get around it, is that you want to make sure that you know that when you buy an OA item, if it's on a massive sale, there's a chance that the price is going to go down. You need to go wide and not deep, in the sense that you buy a bunch of different items so that if one goes down, you can sell through others and not hurt your cash flow. Additionally, when you source from these big sales, have that in your mind that a lot of other people are sourcing because it's a really low barrier to entry. That's how you were able to start purchasing products so quickly. So if you can hold on to items for longer, after that wave goes in and everybody drops to the bottom to sell the products out as quickly as possible, you can sell your product at the price that you want to. The way to fix this, don't drop your price as soon as you can. Whoever has the longest hands could win. The fourth common mistake that I see with online arbitrage is people are not on it, meaning they're not consistently purchasing and knowing all the deals that are going on. You should have a separate email address that has newsletters from all these different companies about all the sales that they're running. And then when you see a sale pop up, you go there to try and find items quickly on that day or the next day. If you're consistent with it and on top of it, you can get fast flips. With OA, you need to either be quick or have diamond hands where you can hold for a long time. Once you get into that curve of people hopping on the trend and getting on the same product, that's where you're going to get hurt if you can't afford to hold it and you're not fast. The fifth common mistake that people make is when they find an item, because they're not looking for enough items, they buy a ton of that item. With OA, you need to be finding new items on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, meaning that you're consistently finding new items. You don't get the benefit of having long-term replenishables with OA. So with that being said, you need to go super wide and buy as many different SKUs as you can and not go deep and buying a lot of those SKUs. You need to consistently onboard new products that you're not already selling, so that way you can test and see what's working and try and get on the new trends as they come in. Those are my 5 common mistakes and how to get around them for online arbitrage. What I want to emphasize is that online arbitrage is a great stepping stone for building your Amazon FBA business because it's easier to start with a low barrier to entry, but it's harder to scale. And on the flip side, compared to wholesale, wholesale is a lot harder to start, but easier to scale if you have the budget. So for a lot of you that need to get started and you need to start selling items, it's a great way to bridge the gap between nothing and starting a profitable Amazon business where you can optimize later on. It's the best way to get products into your store ASAP. If you have any questions about how to actually start your online arbitrage journey or any Amazon FBA questions, feel free to click the link down below and join our free Discord server where you can network with other like-minded Amazon FBA sellers, 6- and 7-figure sellers, get your questions answered, and make sure that you're connected with the right group of people to give you the best chance of success. With that being said, that's it for this video, and thank you for your business.